Campus music groups are in concert season as we approach the end of the semester. Tonight, the Wind Ensemble will have a concert in Pangle Hall, located directly across from the Communication Arts Building. This concert begins at 7:30 and is free for all students to attend. This is a great opportunity to support our music program, who has worked very hard to bring top-tier music to our campus. See you then.
Tomorrow, the softball team hosts Emmanuel University to campus. They will play 2 games tomorrow, the first beginning at 2 p.m. and the second following shortly after at 4 p.m. Both games will take place at the Stanley Butler Field located in front of BOB. Come out and spend part of tomorrow afternoon supporting the Flames in their doubleheader.
Tomorrow night, you can hit another concert featuring the Jazz Band. This night of music will begin at 7:30 and will be held in the Dixon Center. This concert is free for all students and guests. Show up early to ensure that you have a seat. This is an event that you don't want to miss.
Thursday will be a special chapel. Make sure to come out to the Conn Center to be a part of Honors Chapel. During this time, we will honor and hear from upcoming grads who have gone above and beyond in the classroom. This is a great time to come together as a student body to recognize the hard work of the future graduates. See you Thursday.
Thanks for watching. Once again, I'm Sam Ayers.
And I'm Haley Holden, and you've just been updated.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chapel. Love Your Mama Chapel. Today we celebrate students who will soon complete their first year here at Lee. How many of you are freshman students? Wow, it's great to see you all. Great to see you all. This is a very special day, a milestone day. Just remember, last August, you were in this auditorium as a freshman with your peer leader, with your gateway instructor, and look where you are, 1 year later. You received a torch, and you're gonna be passing this torch on to the next freshman class very soon. What's this Love Your Mama all about? It's a Latin term meaning nourishing mother. We want you to love your mother, love your alma mater. Come back to your school, come back to your mother, come back home. So enjoy this program this morning. It's an event that we've planned just for you. When it's over, there's going to be a party on the mall. But for right now, let's enjoy our chapel choir with freshmen.
He Jehovah Nissi, fight your battles. Jehovah Nissi, fight your battles. Jehovah Nissi, fight your battles. Jehovah Jireh, meet your need. Jehovah Rapha, heal your body. Jehovah Shalom, be your peace. Jehovah Nissi, fight your battles. Jehovah Jireh, meet your need. Jehovah Rapha, heal your body. Jehovah Shalom, be your peace. Jehovah Nissi, fight your battles. Jehovah Jireh, meet your need.
allowing us to be here today and to worship your name. We love you and we bless you. Amen. You may be seated.
What I really love about Lee is all the different people I've met and that they generally push me to be the best version of myself.
I have like a whole group of girls now that are just like my sisters basically, and they're my family.
My favorite part about my freshman year so far has been able to become a part of the Lee University Seniors and Alpha Gamma Chi and being able to be a part of those families and grow through them.
My favorite memory is the dorm wars. Like the dorm wars, oh my gosh, it's like a super fun experience, and I really super enjoyed it.
I was a part of the obstacle course team. It was definitely something different that I've done before, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting a lot of new people along the way.
So I competed with Atkins Ellis and I got to do the kart racing, and it was just so fun to see all the different dorms out there and all the different freshmen cheering each other on and just experiencing this fun night together.
My favorite class this past year has probably been my gateway because it didn't have much pressure on it. It was just a really fun kind of chill class, and you were just able to grow your community and be able to make friends.
Miss Dukes, Mary Dukes, I'm a digital media major, and you know, she had helped me get my classes straight and just helping me grow when I'm at my time at Lee.
I have actually applied to the nursing program when I was still in high school, and I got accepted like over the summer, and I was just really excited, and it was just really comforting to know that I already had a place here at Lee.
Lee has affected my spiritual life in the most positive way I could put it. Not just like by myself, but with other people in my community.
Having different groups come in and do music, different speakers, broadens how you think about things and helps you grow more.
Different professors and even just the friendships I've made, I've been able to grow more spiritually, and I just feel like the people around me are really just pushing me to be the best version of myself.
What I'm looking forward to most for next year is I've been given the opportunity to become a peer leader, and that is the thing I've been looking forward to for a while, and I think I'm really going to enjoy that.
My fellow classmates, something I want to tell you is to just slow down and take each day as you find it. Enjoy every memory that you're able to spend here, because we're already 1/4 of the way done, so it's going to fly by.
Don't focus so much on the negative things. Like you're gonna stress out, and that's okay, but also just look at the things that are good around you. Something from God that would give you like just the gifts, the blessings, the beautiful weather, like in the storms, look for like your lifeguard.
Lee is a great place, and it's a great learning experience, not just learning experience, but also a great spiritual experience here. And just the cafeteria workers are really nice, they're friendly. The Chick-fil-A workers, the faculty staff here, they're really nice, and I really enjoy my time here, guys, and you should too.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maggie Possinger, and I'm a senior digital media studies major with an emphasis in journalism. I'm also a first-year program transfer leader, which has been such an amazing opportunity and blessing this school year. Before I introduce our speakers, I wanted to share a few words of encouragement to all of you first-year students. Whether you're a freshman or a transfer student, I want to say first and foremost, congratulations. You've made it this far and you're almost done. We are beyond happy that you have chosen Lee to be your home for the next however many years that you're here. And we cannot wait to continue this journey with you. My biggest piece of advice would be to remember your limitations. The college experience is a roller coaster. I mean, one moment, you're attending rush parties, traveling with ensembles, playing intramurals, and acing that exam. And the next, you're suddenly knee-deep in homework, that presentation, it's due tomorrow, you're chugging energy drinks, and guess what? The Wi-Fi is down. I encourage you to try and not get swept up in everything, in all of the clubs and activities on campus. Yes, we want you to succeed academically, and yes, we want you to find community, but we also want what's best for you. Maybe what's best for you is a night spent in, chilling with your roommates. Maybe it's treating yourself to that iced coffee. Or maybe it means not going to an event and spending a couple extra hours studying for that exam. Learning to say no is a tough life lesson, but we all have to learn it at some point in our lives. So I encourage you to try putting it into practice and understand that it's okay to not do everything. On the other hand, please don't think I'm telling you to sit in your room night after night. Go to some of the events and seek out the fantastic communities that are on this campus. But just always remember that life is not dependent upon the things you're involved in. It's okay if you can't go to everything. So like I said before, I'm glad you're here at Lee, and I hope you've come to see it as your second home. If you haven't, that's also okay too. Some people felt instantly at home the second they stepped onto Lee's campus. And honestly, I did not initially feel that. So don't feel bad if you don't have that feeling right now. It took time for me to feel like this was home. I had to truly have the Lee experience. So now I'm going to introduce our amazing speakers who will be sharing about their first year experience at Lee. And I'll give you an idea of what's to come. Our first speaker is a first-year student, Nolan Hager. He is a Bible and theology major with an emphasis in ministry from Chattanooga, Tennessee. After Nolan, we will hear from another first-year student, Victoria Batten. She's a business admin major from Frederick, Maryland. After Victoria, President Walker will come and introduce our newest Hicks Scholars. Following that, Dr. Roberts will give some instructions for our Love Your Mama Pedmal party, which will be immediately following today's chapel. And finally, to close the service, we will hear from Gateway peer leader Madeline Scott, a youth and family ministry major from Forsyth, Georgia. She will offer our freshman students a word of encouragement and a prayer of blessing. Let's begin. Please give Nolan a warm welcome as he comes to the stage. Thank you.
Good morning. Knowing I was going to speak at the iconic Love Your Mama Chapel, I asked myself, what makes a great mama? A good mama is accepting, she's adaptable, attentive, authentic. She's brave, she's communicative, she's creative, she's complimentary. But most important, a great mama is loving and present. Since the beginning, landing at Lee University, I could only ever see my life going in this one direction, staying at Lee. At 10 years old, I accepted my calling into ministry. Growing up in a Church of God minister's home, it was only natural that I would end up at Lee. When it came time to apply for colleges, I didn't want to apply for another school. I didn't even tour another university. I knew I wanted to make Lee my home. Since moving into Lee 249 days ago, I felt like it's exemplified, all 12 of these characteristics. We freshmen came in with so many questions. Who is Dr. Walker and why does everybody love him so much? Who is this man with the last name Khan and why is every building named after him? What does it mean to rush and why are all of these peoples with letters on their chests asking me to do it? How often do I have room checks? Slowly but surely, all of these questions were answered. We learned what life at Lee was really like. And yes, we learned it the hard way. We learned that getting up for 8 a.m. classes is a challenge. We learned all about the history of Lee in our Gateway classes. But something I learned that I didn't realize I was going to learn is that Lee is not just a liberal arts university, but that Lee University is like the open, loving arms of a mother. Lee University is a safe place. Just a moment, reflect on what your life would be like if you were not at Lee University. I doubt it would be the same. Though Lee may have its flaws, its ups and downs, there is still no place like Lee. Lee is a place where I've learned to grow. The last year of my life has not just been academically enriching, but mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Like many of the freshmen, I ended my senior year exhausted, tired of school, of people, of drama, and teachers. But when I came to Lee, I quickly realized how different of a place Lee University is. It is an escape from all of that. I found a place where students aren't just a number, but staff and faculty recognize our humanity. Learning to do life on your own without your mama is not easy. And unfortunately, there is no class offered at Lee to help you learn to do that. There's no formal study guide, there's no review session, and no Quizlet. But like a mother, Lee University is a place full of mercy, of grace, of love, and compassion. There's a network of staff and faculty at Lee University that recognizes students' struggles and want to see them succeed. One such professor who's projected these qualities and had an impact on my life in my first semesters is Dr. Brian Peterson of the School of Theology and Ministry. He truly pushed and pulled me and stretched me so much. Every time I would feel myself shrinking back to what I was before, he would push me and pull me and stretch me again. But he taught me the difference between being a Christian who loves the Lord and being a Christian who is truly on fire for God, who is trusting the Lord daily and seeking his face. And my goodness, if that wasn't something I needed to learn at Lee University. I truly believe that the Lord orders my steps and that he's ordered yours here. He knew exactly what I was going to need to live out my first year at Lee and exactly what you would need too. Because of this motherly love and encouragement I found at Lee, during my first semester even, I've been able to start to fulfill that calling on my life into ministry that I accepted at 10 years old. I've been given opportunities to minister, to preach, and to teach. And I truly believe that without the Lord on my side and Lee University pushing me forward, like a loving mama bird throwing her babies out of the nest, I would not be who I am today. Lee University has watched me grow. It has provided for me, it has protected me, and it has encouraged me. Thank you.
I'm supposed to be dead. A month before move-in, my little yellow renegade was murdered, T-boned by a 4x4 5 minutes from home. My car, R.I.P. Hank, was totaled. And I walked away from a crash that was supposed to have killed me without a scratch. Suffice to say, I came into my freshman year with a bit of a different perspective than I was expecting. You know, God often speaks to me in the little things. Some of these things are why I came to Lee. The fact that it rains more in Cleveland than in Seattle, and I love the rain. The fact that Lee has a beautiful red and white campus, so that even if I hated it here, I could at least cry in really pretty scenery. And the not so little things, like how my parents both went, met, and fell in love here. A story which many of you share, and some of you are lucky enough to be experiencing right now. God speaks in the little things. Oftentimes, you don't realize just how much they mean until you risk losing all of them in an instant. I could stand up here and tell you about how I changed my major, about some really hard-earned lessons, or even about how I went through the biggest heartbreak of my life, non-romantically, and somehow came out okay. However, as I look back on this year, these are not the things that hold the most weight. It's one of my first nights here, and over 50 guys show up outside of my dorm room singing Christmas carols in August, and I think to myself, oh, so this is college. When you introduce yourself to someone and they say, oh, I've heard of you, and you realize you are no longer a stranger to campus. It's the day after dorm wars, and your voice is hoarse. And you can barely understand your friend because they were screaming their lungs out. They didn't even win either, but they had fun, so it's okay. It's towards the end of a game, maybe tennis for me, and you feel laser focused, as though God himself has anointed you to crush your opponent. Or you feel the warmth of a cafeteria fire or a cool breeze from an open car window late at night as you talk about everything and anything with someone who was a stranger 3 hours ago. A silent prayer with a friend. A struggle to break ice off of a Tennessee windshield. A moment in worship when you look to your left and to your right, and you realize that you are surrounded by people who have the same heart for God as you. Or no matter how many times you've seen them before, you look at those beautiful yellow umbrellas at homecoming and it hits you, really hits you, that one day you will have one, legally obtained. And it makes sense, because after all, even the big things begin with the little things. The anxiety as you wait for a phone call, an email, a knock that could change the trajectory of your life at Lee. A lifelong friendship started over a simple cup of coffee, or even the beginnings of love with exchanged glances and a smile. Life is full of little moments, and of course, not all of them are good. Sometimes it can feel as though you have cried twice as many tears for every smile and every laugh. But I'm supposed to be dead. Every single moment I had this year is when I could have not. Every person I've met, every feeling, good or bad, every lesson learned, an obstacle overcome, every memory behind every photograph, every second of sorrow and of joy and of pain and of gratitude. I could have not had. You could have not had. I'm supposed to be dead, but I'm alive. I've lived, we've lived, and what a blessing that is. So today, whether you have had the best year or the worst year, or much more likely one on the spectrum of in between, I ask that you just sit with me in awe and in gratitude that not only have we lived a year of precious moments, but that we have lived it together here at Lee. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Nolan. Thank you, Maggie. They did a great job, didn't they? Every year, 14 freshman scholars are selected by the faculty within their discipline to receive the Hicks Scholarship, which is a part of the Hicks Scholar program. Now, this is named in honor of B.L. Hicks, who was a longtime pastor and a member of the Lee board. His daughter, Dorcas Headley, gave the money for these scholarships in honor of her father. And of course, B.L. Hicks Hall, one of our residence halls here at Lee, is also named after him. Well, these are the 14 freshman scholars that received the scholarship this year. So we want to recognize them, and I'm going to call their name and where they're from and their major. And if you'll hold your applause till we've recognized all of them, that would be greatly appreciated. We have Hannah Balderas from Tampa, Florida. Her major is psychology. From Dallas, Texas, we have Chloe Boyd. Her major is elementary education. Claire Davis is from Toledo, Ohio. Her major is political science. Genre Davis from Huntsville, Alabama. Major is communication. And then from Riceville, Tennessee, majoring in sociology, Kaylee Dean. From Ottawa, Tennessee, Olivia Graves, who is majoring in world languages. Ella Hepp from Franklin, Tennessee, majoring in mathematics. From Polk County, Tennessee, Hannah James. Her major is computer information systems. Then we have Alyssa Lee from Ottawa, Tennessee. Her major is special education. Then we have Grace Lamont from Swans Island, Maine. Her major is business. Then majoring in exercise science from Knoxville, Tennessee, Zachary Mendez. From Salty Daisy, Tennessee, majoring in biology is Jonah Pope. And then Kamala Sutherland from Muskegon, Michigan. Her major is English. And then we have Abigail Welbom from Troy, Ohio. Her major is history. Let's congratulate all of our freshman scholars. Well done. Very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. Wow, what an accomplishment. Thank you, guys. Y'all can be seated now. And so we are almost ready for our Pedmal party. Every one of you are invited to that. It's going to be so fun. This Pedmal party is going to have food. It's going to have games, all kinds of booths. Hey, today, no meal swipe required. Lunch is on Lee. Yes. All right, so we made it to this part of the semester. This is a huge accomplishment, something we want to all celebrate. But especially, we want to celebrate our first-year students, and we all get to be a part of celebrating them. You heard some of the stories today from our first-year students, and just like them, each of you has a story to tell. Your story is being woven together with each other's story, and somehow together, it makes this beautiful work of art. So I hope in this first year, you have come to learn what we love so much about Lee University, what makes it so special. And really, it's because of you guys. You are at the heart and center of it all. I want to give a few instructions to our first-year students. Today, when you leave chapel, it's really important that you go out to Alumni Park. Remember which one that is? The one with the gazebo right across from Con Center. And right there, all of your Gateway instructors and peer leaders, they're already waiting on you. They have a personalized packet for each of you. Inside the packet, it's really important you get that because this is how you get your Love Your Mama t-shirt, right? We have a ticket. You have a ticket in your packet. And so inside your packet is also a picture from you from your Gateway Operation Christmas Child experience. We have your schedule for next semester already in your packets. Yes, we want to see you back here. There's lots of great things in your packet. Go grab that on your way to class or on your way to the party. All right, coming to close us out today is our peer leader, Madeline Scott. She's going to close us out in prayer. Thank you.
Good morning. As they said, my name is Madeline Scott, and I just want to start off by saying congratulations to the freshmen on making it through your first year of college. It seems like just yesterday that we were sitting in here for your very first weekend at Lee during new student orientation, and you were all so nervous and unsure of what the next chapter was going to bring you. For most of you, everything coming at you was new. A new city, a new school, new friends, even a new state, moving away from your parents and leaving everything you've ever known to start a very brand new chapter of your life. If you're anything like me, you came in bright-eyed and excited for all of the new and exciting things that college was about to bring you, and nothing was ever going to go wrong in your 4 years here. You were gonna make all A's, you're gonna pass every single exam. And while that may have been true for some of you, I was very quickly humbled just a few short weeks into my first semester when my professor posted my first ever college exam grade to Moodle. And to my surprise, I did not make an A, but I in fact made a 64. It was in that moment of failing my first college exam that I realized that college was going to be a lot more harder than I thought and require a lot more studying and be way more challenging at times. So in case no one has told you recently, good job, and I'm proud of you for sticking it out and for working hard even when things got tough, which is what makes this moment so worth celebrating. Not just for the academic achievements you've made, but also for the personal and spiritual growth you've shown throughout this last year. We are so fortunate to attend a school where Christ is King and where you have daily opportunities to have life-changing encounters with the Lord. I encourage you to continue to lean into the community at Lee. Lean into the devotions and prayer from your peers and your professors. Get involved in a club or a team that pushes you in your faith and continually leads you to the foot of the cross. My hope and prayer for you is that over the course of this last year, you've made lifelong friends, some of which you're probably sitting next to on your left and right, and ultimately that you've chosen to be obedient to the Lord's call in your life. According to the biblical account in the book of Joshua in chapter 6, Joshua was marching around Jericho as a part of God's plan to conquer the city for the Israelites. God instructed Joshua to have the Israelites march around the walls of Jericho once a day for 6 days, with 7 priests carrying ram's horns trumpets leading the way. On the 7th day, they were to march around the city 7 times, and when the priests sounded the trumpets, the people were to shout. The walls of Jericho were miraculously brought down by the power of God in response to the Israelites' obedience to his command. We now know this as the Battle of Jericho, and it is a significant event in the Israelites' conquest of Canaan as they entered the Promised Land. This story serves as a profound reminder of the power of faith, obedience, and God's miraculous intervention in our lives. Despite the unconventional nature of God's command, Joshua and the Israelites demonstrated unwavering faith and obedience. They followed God's instructions and trusted in his promise that the walls of Jericho would come tumbling down. True obedience to God requires faith and trust in his promises, even when his ways seem unconventional or challenging to our human understanding. If I could share one piece of encouragement to you, it would be that instead of trying to achieve it on your own, trust him in the outcome, even if your obedience seems like you're just walking in circles. Obedience is hard, and trusting in God is also hard. And I know all of you know this, but I stand here today and encourage you and remind you that it's not easy and it's gonna be challenging at times. There are gonna be days when you wanna quit, give up, and maybe a couple tears, but it's gonna be so worth it in the end. You're at Lee for a reason. You're in this room for a reason. You're right here where you need to be for a reason and for this time. God's hand is what has led you here, and he's not gonna leave you now. When the days are long and you feel overwhelmed, remember to continue to be faithful and obedient to the Lord in and through all of it. Now, I'd like to take a moment to cover all of you in prayer before we dismiss, so if you'll bow your heads with me. Lord God, we thank you for who you are. We thank you for the ways that you love us and you provide for us. Thank you for giving us a place like Lee where we have the opportunities to draw near to you. Lord, we thank you for the journey of growth that you've taken us on. We are grateful for the challenges we have faced as they've allowed us to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient in you. We thank you for the friendships we have formed, the lessons we've learned, and the memories we've created. We ask for continued guidance and protection over us as we finish this semester and head our separate ways into the summer. Bless us with wisdom to make wise choices, understanding to learn from our experience, and encourage us to face the challenge that lie ahead of us. Strengthen our faith and inspire us to live with purpose, compassion, and integrity, remembering to glorify you in everything that we say and do. Amen. If you guys will stand with me to say our college benediction. Now let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Y'all have a great day.